Since the election, we've seen a government hell-bent on constitutional overreach. Parliament was convened on November 3rd, 2025, and to date, we have not had the meeting of non-governmental members of Parliament to elect the leader of the opposition. We've also seen this government force the acting Chancellor of the Judiciary, Madam Yonette Cummins-Edwards, out of office. And if those two actions were not bad enough, the government proceeded to appoint a Teaching Service Commission, where 3 members of that Teaching Service Commission, their appointment required meaningful consultation with the leader of the opposition. It is time that we as Guyanese take the necessary actions to stop this government that is hell-bent on having its own way without observing any checks, any balance, the constitution of the country. As a consequence of those actions by the government, I filed an action for judicial review in constitutional relief, an action aimed at quashing the appointment of 3 members of the Teaching Service Commission, where their appointment required meaningful consultation with the leader of the opposition. The government in the past appointed a commissioner of police, an acting commissioner of police, without consulting with the leader of the opposition. The court subsequently ruled that this was okay using the doctrine of necessity. I believe that the judge, the Chief Justice, the acting Chief Justice at the time, erred with that judgment and opened the door that a government like the Irfan Ali administration was going to exploit, and this they did with the Teaching Service Commission appointment. It is interesting that in 2022, the Vice President and former President of Guyana, Barra Jagdeo, indicated that members, they would await the appointment of a leader of the opposition in order to name the members of the service commissions. So fast forward to 2025, with the opening of that door in error by the acting Chief Justice, as she then was, Roxanne George, the Irfan Ali administration proceeded to appoint these 3 members of the Teaching Service Commission. What we have seen is that the president is violating what was a previously established practice that had been set out by the vice president. That is, to await the appointment of a leader of the opposition before making the appointment to any service commission where consultation was required. This doctrine of necessity cannot be relied upon in an instance where the government itself has created that necessity. The Speaker has not held that meeting, but at no point has the President, the Vice President, the Prime Minister, the ministers of the government, or governmental members of Parliament called on the Speaker to hold that election. To my mind, they are acting in concert to prevent the election of a leader of the opposition. The government cannot rely on this vacancy in the position of the leader of the opposition to then make appointments where consultation is required. And it's in this regard that I've taken the actions necessary to seek judicial relief and to quash those appointments.